Stop the grind. Why toxic productivity is destroying your life. You just speed walked to get here faster, didn't you? And now, you're breathless, scrolling your phone while watching this? Congrats, you're another hustle culture addict that the system successfully programmed. But chill, because I am about to teach you how to deprogram this toxic code that is literally destroying your life from the inside out. The hustle trap, why you can't stop running, and it's killing you. Want to know the biggest lie of the 21st century? That you need to be fast to be relevant. The system installed malware in your mind that makes you believe stopping equals failing, slowing down equals falling behind, and breathing equals wasting time. And you, a perfectly programmed user, execute this code every single day without questioning it. Here is what productivity gurus won't tell you. Hustle culture is the new opium of the masses. It keeps you busy, distracted, and consuming. The faster you run, the less you think. The less you think, the more you buy quick fix solutions for problems the system itself created. It's a perfect manipulation loop designed to drain your bank account and your soul. The mind analyst cracked this matrix. The adrenaline rush from constant chaos is more addictive than any drug. You literally become dependent on the don't have time feeling, the sensation of always running late, the dopamine hit of crossing items off endless to-do lists. And what happens when you stop? Emotional withdrawal symptoms, anxiety, guilt, feeling worthless. This programming is destroying your mental health in real time. Every notification is a command, every deadline is a threat, every pause is a system failure. Your brain is operating in emergency mode 24/7, pumping cortisol like you're being chased by a predator. Except the predator is your own life. Silicon Valley figured this out years ago. They designed apps that exploit your FOMO, social media that hijacks your dopamine system, and work cultures that glorify burnout as a badge of honor. You think you're being productive, but you're actually being harvested for your attention, energy, and money. But here is the plot twist that is going to fry your circuits. The real winners aren't the fastest, they're the most intentional. While you're running without direction, they're walking with purpose. While you're doing 1,000 tasks on autopilot, they're doing 3 with complete presence. Subversive evolution starts when you hack back the system. When you realize your freedom isn't in speed, but in your ability to choose your own pace. That your real productivity isn't measured by how many things you do, but by the quality of your presence and what you choose to do. Here's your first hack to deprogram the speed virus. The 3-minute system glitch. 3 times a day, you're going to cause an intentional bug in your system. Stop everything. Phone on airplane mode, computer on standby. Close your eyes and run a full system scan. Where's the tension? Where's the rush? Don't fix anything, just observe. It's like backing up your consciousness before the system crashes completely. The simple act of rebellion against velocity will show you something revolutionary. You're not the autopilot. You're the programmer, and every programmer has the power to rewrite the code. If you're ready to hack back the system, drop "deprogrammed" in the comments. And if you just executed your first 3-minute glitch, hit me with a "so I know you cracked the code." The rabbit hole goes deeper. Stick around because we are about to expose how your own body is sending you critical error messages that you have been programmed to ignore. Your body is screaming the warning signs you keep ignoring. Your body is the most sophisticated hardware ever created, running 24/7 without you needing to manage the processes. But here's the problem. Hustle culture is overloading your biological operating system, and you're ignoring every single critical alert it's sending you. Picture your body like an iPhone. Hustle culture is like having 47 apps running simultaneously, notifications exploding your screen, battery in the red, and temperature dangerously overheating. What happens? The system crashes, enters protection mode, or simply shuts down. Your body does exactly the same thing. Headaches, overheating alerts, insomnia, recovery system errors, anxiety, CPU working beyond capacity. The mind analyst discovered something big pharma doesn't want you to know. 80% of the medications you are popping are temporary patches for bugs caused by hustle culture. Headache, painkiller patch. Can't sleep, relaxation patch. No energy, caffeine patch. But nobody's fixing the source code of the problem. Your body is stuck in fight or flight mode constantly, like you're being chased by an invisible lion 16 hours a day. Cortisol is corroding your immune system from the inside out. Your adrenals are in overdrive. Your nervous system is fried like a motherboard that took an electrical surge. American healthcare profits from your burnout. The more exhausted you are, the more pills you buy, the more doctor visits you need, the more wellness products you consume. It's a $1 trillion industry built on your disconnection from your own hardware. The brutal truth: you're living disconnected from your own hardware. You eat without registering taste sensory system offline. Walk without feeling the ground proprioception compromised. Breathe shallowly oxygen system in power saving mode. Result: a life in low resolution, without texture, without depth. But there's a way to restore your biological system to factory settings. Subversive evolution teaches that your body isn't just a vehicle for your mind. It's your most accurate reality sensor. When you learn to read the signals it sends, you gain power no guru can teach you: biological wisdom. Your body is constantly sending you data about your environment, your stress levels, your energy reserves, and your emotional state. But hustle culture taught you to override these signals with caffeine, ignore them with distractions, or medicate them away. It's like having a Ferrari and only using the radio. Here's the hack that will reboot your biological operating system: the nightly deep scan. Every evening, you're going to run a complete diagnostic. Sit down, disconnect from all networks' mental Wi-Fi off, and run a full body scan. Start with your forehead: where's the tension stored? Move to your shoulders: what program is stuck there? Check your chest: which emotion is consuming RAM? Analyze your stomach: what stress is processing? This isn't new age meditation. This is preventive maintenance for your biological hardware. 5 minutes of diagnostics prevents hours of system crashes later. When you reconnect with your biological operating system, something incredible happens. You go from user to administrator of your own life. You start feeling when you're overloading the system before it crashes. You learn to distribute resources better. You discover that real productivity isn't speed, it's energy efficiency. If you just did your first scan and discovered your body was sending alerts you've been ignoring, comment "reconnected" and hit that. Your biological hardware deserves that recognition. Ready for the next level? We're about to hack the matrix of time itself. The no-time lie: how they programmed you to never stop. Get ready to have your reality completely reformatted. Time isn't your enemy. Time is a programmable resource that you can hack, modify, and optimize. But the system convinced you that you're a slave to the clock, when actually, you can be the programmer of your own timeline. Here is the secret the productivity industry doesn't want you to discover: time scarcity is an illusion created to keep you consuming solutions. The more you believe you don't have time, the more you buy apps, courses, tools, and methods to optimize your life. It's the perfect business model: create the problem, sell the cure. The mind analyst decoded the time matrix. Your brain processes approximately 11 million bits of information per second, but you're only conscious of 40. That means 99.9% of your life is happening on autopilot. You're not living, you're being lived by the system. Silicon Valley weaponized this against you. They created infinite scroll feeds that make hours disappear, notification systems that fragment your attention into microseconds, and productivity apps that make you feel busy while accomplishing nothing meaningful. Hustle culture isn't a time management problem. It's an attention management crisis. When you scatter your consciousness across 1,000 simultaneous tasks, you're not anywhere. It's like having 1,000 browser tabs open. Nothing loads properly, everything runs slow, and eventually the system crashes. The subversive evolution of time operates on a revolutionary principle: less is exponentially more. While the system programs you to do everything simultaneously, the real-life hackers do one thing at a time with total immersion. They don't save time, they invest attention. Here's what's going to blow your mind: when you focus completely on one activity, you enter flow state, an altered state of consciousness where time literally dilates. 1 hour of focused work produces more results than an entire day of multitasking. It's not magic, it's applied neuroscience. Here's the algorithm that will reprogram your relationship with time: the time compartmentalization protocol. For 1 week, you are going to divide your day into blocks of clean code. 1 block exclusively for deep work, 0 notifications, 0 interruptions. 1 block for relationships, total presence, phone invisible. 1 block for recovery, no guilt, no rush. The golden rule: never mix protocols. If you're in work block, don't process emotions. If you're in relationship block, don't solve professional problems. If you're in recovery block, don't plan the future. Each function has its optimized execution time. What is going to happen will challenge everything you believe about productivity. You will do fewer things and feel more fulfilled. You'll work fewer hours and produce more impactful results. You'll have fewer commitments and deeper relationships. It's like upgrading your internal processor. Americans are obsessed with doing more faster, but the most successful people do fewer things better. Warren Buffett famously said no to thousands of opportunities to focus on a few great ones. Steve Jobs eliminated dozens of Apple projects to perfect the iPhone. When you hack time, you discover it was never about having more hours in the day. It was about having more you in the hours you already have. Temporal freedom doesn't come from speed. It comes from presence, not from efficiency. It comes from intention. If you're ready to become the hacker of your own timeline, drop "time conscious" in the comments. And if you already tested the compartmentalization protocol, send us so I know you understood how to reprogram time itself. Your pace is your power. Why slowing down makes you unstoppable. We've reached the core of the matrix. All of the system's manipulation boils down to one thing: making you forget that you have your own natural rhythm. The system wants you to dance to its frequency, produce on its schedule, live at its speed. But here's the truth that will liberate you forever: your rhythm isn't a bug, it's your superpower. The mind analyst discovered the source code of autonomy. You're not a productivity machine. You're a complex biological system with natural cycles, internal rhythms, and unique energy patterns. When you force your system to operate outside its natural specifications, you're not being productive, you're sabotaging yourself. Silicon Valley and corporate America built their empires on the lie that everyone should operate the same way: 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 8 hours of peak performance. But your biology doesn't give a damn about corporate schedules. Your circadian rhythms, hormone production, and cognitive peaks operate on nature's schedule, not capitalism's. Here's what separates life programmers from users: they don't fight against their natural rhythm, they optimize it. While everyone's trying to be productive from AM to PM, they discover if they're morning people or night owls. While everyone forces 8 hours of intense work, they identify their energy peaks and concentrate the most important tasks during those moments. Your body operates on ultra-sophisticated circadian rhythms. Your body temperature, hormone production, cognitive capacity, and physical energy fluctuate in predictable patterns throughout the day. Ignoring this is like trying to run heavy software when your battery is at 15%. Will it work? Maybe. Will it be efficient? Never. American work culture is designed to extract maximum output regardless of your natural patterns. But the most successful entrepreneurs and creators work with their biology, not against it. They schedule important meetings during their mental peak hours, do creative work when their energy is high, and use low-energy moments for administrative tasks or strategic rest. Real autonomy doesn't come from doing more. It comes from choosing better. It doesn't come from saying yes to everything. It comes from having the courage to say no to what doesn't align with your internal code. When you honor your natural rhythm, something revolutionary happens. You exit the competition with others and enter collaboration with yourself. While everyone's exhausted trying to maintain an unsustainable pace, you're operating in your optimal state. While they're burning neurons in inefficient multitasking, you're focused during your superpower hours. The result? You produce more with less effort, live more with less stress, and still have energy to be yourself. Here is the algorithm that will transform you into the administrator of your own life. The Biological Rhythm Journal. For 2 weeks, you're going to map your internal patterns. Every hour, note: physical energy 110, mental clarity 110, mood 110. Identify when you're in high performance mode and when you need recovery. Then, program your life based on this biological intelligence. Schedule important meetings during your mental peak hours. Reserve creative tasks for when your energy is high. Use low energy moments for automatic tasks or strategic rest. When you live in your natural rhythm, you're not just being more productive, you're being more you. You're not just managing time, you're creating a life custom built for who you really are. This isn't self-help. This is self-architecture. If you're ready to become the CEO of your own existence, drop natural rhythm in the comments. If this content gave you the code you needed to hack your life, share it with someone who also needs to be deprogrammed. The revolution starts when you stop trying to be like others and start being like you. Be subversive. Be you.